Need a little time to wake up. Need a little time to wake up, wake up. Need a little time to wake up. Need a little time to rest your mind. You know you should, so I guess you might as well. What's the story, morning glory? Hello and welcome to the United Stand. It's Friday, it's our Manchester United Transfer News Daily, where we give you all the latest Manchester United transfer news and give it that real fan opinion. I'm going to start off somewhere. I want to start today because it's a player I really like and I know he's a divider, but I've mentioned him quite consistently over this summer and I don't think we've given him a show. So here's your show, Ross. Smacking him at nearly end of July. You deserve better. But he's definitely a player that's going to be leaving his club. His manager has said he's going to leave. Interestingly enough, he's not going to be fit for the start of the season. So that's a bit of a shame for whoever signs him. And if it was United, I suppose it takes the excitement away. But Ross Barkley is the player I'm going to talk about. 23, 24 in December, 6'2", very quick, very tenacious, got a great shot on him and has assisted and created more chances than David Silva in the Premier League over the last 3 years. Why are we not signing him up? 1 year left on his contract, probably getting between 30 and 40 million pounds. I think he's an absolute steal. And the thing about Ross Barkley is that I've been aware of him for a number of years, being English, and he's been touted as being the next sort of big thing, sort of the next Rooney at times, and he's never really quite got close to that. I mean, Rooney is gone, but I was arguing about somebody the other day. Messi, Ronaldo, they're superstar talents, but Rooney was a better 18-year-old. I've never seen a better 18-year-old than Rooney. But we're talking about Ross Barkley, so he's never really gone on to what I think he can achieve. Having said that, he's 23. 23 is absolutely nothing for a centre midfielder, which is what he is. And he has got bags and bags of experience. But the thing about Ross Barkley is, I just see that it's like his football brain hasn't matured, or he's not had the right person put their arm around the shoulder of him. Mourinho was linked to him when he was at Chelsea. I'm sure Mourinho probably quite likes him. Would he like him enough to bring him to Manchester United is one thing. Would Manchester United fans want him? I would want him because I think he can go, as I said the other night, from a 6 out of 10 player to a consistent 8 out of 10 player. And we need midfielders. English, tenacious, quick, tall, strong, good shot, creative. What's Premier League proven? What's not to like? 1 year left on his contract. What is not to like about him? Of course, he's not the centre defensive midfielder we need, but he'd certainly give us more options in a midfield three. He could play alongside Herrera or whoever. I'm stunned that we're not in for him. Tottenham apparently are, Arsenal are, and now Chelsea are, and we're tentatively linked to him. I'm hoping that might develop. I really am hoping it might develop. Leander Dendoncker, Anderlecht, 22 years of age. Mentioned about him over the last 24 hours. We have spoken about him before. He did score for Anderlecht against us in the Europa League. I can't see that being anywhere near what, you compare him to Barkley and the attributes Barkley's got. For one, why would you go for Dendoncker? Massive risk from Belgium, the Belgian league, to come and play in the Premier League at 22. I just don't think that's what Mourinho's looking at. He may turn out to be a really good midfielder in the next few years. I don't think that's what United are looking for, so I don't think there's anything in that. Renato Sanches, I wanted to mention him because AC Milan apparently don't want to pay the fee. Are United in for Renato Sanches? Again, it's a bit like Ross Barkley. Mourinho has spoken openly and honestly about how much he liked Renato Sanches a year ago. And based on that, I think you've got to sort of consider that maybe. I mean, these players I'm talking about today, I'm talking about whilst there is still a little bit of hope. I'm still expecting Perisic and Matic and Manchester United's transfer business to be done. But until that's happened, and while targets are being crossed off like Fabinho and Nainggolan, they're not happening, there is still some hope. Ross Barkley's going to leave Everton. Renato Sanches is going to leave Bayern Munich. I wouldn't mind either of those at United to boost our midfield options and get a centre defensive midfielder in as well. I'd be very, very happy. And the name under there, Gareth Bale. Well, I did the video on Bale last night. It's a long video, 10-15 minutes I think it was, discussing the reasons why I don't think it will happen. Will the rumours continue? Would we like Bale at Manchester United? One thing I haven't mentioned is he's 6 foot, so he's got some physicality about him, which is great. Premier League proven. I I think what will happen is Real Madrid need to sign Mbappe, and then we'll find out realistically if there's anything to do with it. I don't think United are in for Bale, but I'm not convinced Real Madrid aren't thinking about offloading Bale. And if that happens, Mourinho's comments from the weekend that Bale and Ronaldo just don't, why waste your time on players that clearly don't want to leave? It doesn't really matter what the player wants to do if the club wants to get rid of him. And Bale may be more than happy to stay at Real Madrid at the moment, and I think that's certainly the case. But if they get Mbappe, and it's true that Real Madrid want to get rid of Bale if they do, then I think Bale to Manchester United suddenly becomes more and more realistic. But we'll have to just wait and see on that. But I'm glad that I sort of lured you in. Well, I haven't lured you in because Bale's on the thing below. But I've wanted to do a video on Ross Barkley for a long time. He could go to Arsenal, and Wenger's not that sort of manager who can toughen him up, and he'll stay the inconsistent player he's been at Everton. But I think with the right manager, maybe Conte, he's quite tough. Mourinho, I think he could be a very, very good midfielder in the next couple of years. And I'd love United to get interested. We'll have to just wait and see, but I'd love it. Get a comment in below, because I know a lot of you are going, Mark, you're an idiot. I don't want Ross Barkley at Manchester United. But lots for you to discuss there. Dundonker, Renato Sanches, Ross Barkley, Gareth Bale. Bale, we'll have to wait and see. But the fact is, Ross Barkley and Renato Sanches are available. And the amount of good players that are available this summer, we should be doing a little bit better than what we are linked to. But they are available. Barkley and Sanches. Give us your thoughts. Thanks everyone for watching. Back tonight at 8 o'clock. Got a really good show for you planned tonight, actually. Have a good day. It's Friday, and I'll speak to you all very soon.